struggled with maths, so I did. Now I have a first class degree and I'm about to spill the shockingly simple secret that flipped the script for me. You won't believe this. Hello everyone and welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. I am Lillian, by the way, and I'm super excited to finally be here and start sharing something that I'm incredibly passionate about, like learning, productivity, and of course maths. Now you might be looking at me and be like, okay, another math person. And you will definitely be right. I just graduated with a first class degree in mathematics. It's something I am incredibly proud of. And honestly, it feels a bit awkward for me to actually say it out, right? But here is the thing. It wasn't always that smooth sailing for me in math. In fact, if you had told my younger self that I was going to get a degree in math, I would probably have laughed out loud in your face. For real, I actually remember struggling really hard with algebra during my secondary school time. It just didn't click. I felt frustrated. I thought maybe I wasn't just that math person. Sounds familiar to everyone, right? There were times I genuinely dreaded math classes. And what changed? Well, it wasn't some magical overnight transformation anyways. It was just a gradual process of finding the right approach to learning. I started realizing that passive learning in classes and just maybe reading through some notebooks and textbooks were not cutting it. That's when I discovered the power of active learning. Instead of just absorbing information, I tried to actively engage with it. For instance, instead of just maybe reading proofs from my textbooks and notebooks, I try to walk through it myself. Even if I got stuck or maybe make a mistake at some point, I will just ask myself, how does this step follow from the next step? And I will try to explain the concept in my own words. Trust me, the difference is day and night. This leads me to another crucial part of my journey, collaboration. I had this amazing friend those days. Let's call her Rejoice. We would study together, and honestly, that was a game changer for me. We won't just copy each other's answer, but instead we will challenge ourselves to actually solve the problem and explain it to each other. And if maybe one person got stuck at some point, the other will explain it to the person in their own, in a different way, using her own understanding. This actually solidified our understanding and then even made studying much more better than me studying all alone. Now, university wasn't just about hitting the books for me. I actually run a small clothing business while I was still studying. Crazy, right? Yeah, but it taught me a lot about time management, organization, and importance of being efficient with my time. Juggling deadlines of assignments and then people's order, you know what that means, right? It definitely pushed me really hard to find effective, productive strategies. Running that business forced me to be intentional with my time. I learned how to break large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. I started using tools, both digital and pen and paper kind of strategies, to track my progress and stay organized. These are the kind of practical productivity tips that I'm really excited to share with you on this my channel. And speaking of balance, I want to be clear. Achieving academic success doesn't mean you locking yourself away in a library 24/7 every time. I strongly believe in the importance of maintaining a social life and getting enough night rest. I made sure that I carve out time for friends, hobbies, and maybe just some usual unwindings. A well-rested brain is much more effective learning machine. There were definitely late night studies and all that, but I was always prioritizing getting enough sleep whenever possible. Pulling out the nighters consistently just wasn't just suitable or effective for me in the long run, because you actually get tired. And so why am I sharing all this with you? Because I believe that everyone has the potential to learn effectively and achieve their goal, whether it's in maths or maybe in any other area of your life. My journey wasn't always easy, But I learned so much along the way, and not just about mathematical concepts, but about how to learn, how to be productive, and how to balance it all. And on this channel, I'm going to be sharing all those insights with you. You can expect videos on breaking down complex mathematical concepts in a simpler and understandable way. No more feeling lost in equations and all those formulas. Also sharing practical study techniques that actually works based on my experience with math and collaboration and all that. Providing productivity tips and tools to help you manage your time effectively and achieve your goal, whether you're a student, a professional, or maybe you're just someone that wants to get more done. Discussing strategies for staying motivated and overcoming some learning challenges. We all face them, and it's important to know how to navigate them when we face it, and hopefully inspire you to not just learn but to love learning, because trust me, once it clicks, the feeling is incredible. So if you're looking for a practical advice on how to learn smarter, boost your productivity, and maybe even conquer that math fear, then you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Let me know in the comment section what's the hardest part about math for me. I would like to hear from you and help out, or maybe even tailor my upcoming content to your specific needs. Thanks so much for watching, and I am really looking forward to embarking on this learning journey with you all. See you in my next video.